Welcome back to The Vocalist. We have a first time listen today featuring the singer Emily Galaviz. So, here we go.
Otra vez. Ya, ok, llegas, te sientas, yo te pongo el parar. Ya arranca. Dos, tres y...
Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta, con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta, o es que usted no ha comprendido que es lo que no se respeta y que para un desafío hay que ser mujer completa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa, con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa por cuidar de mi marido. Soy capaz de cualquier cosa, de enfrentar un río crecido o a una tigra mariposa. Oiga, vecina, mejor no venga más. Se lo digo por las buenas. Aquí a mi casa no se viene a coquetear. Mejor se va y evitamos un problema. ¿Verdad, vecina? Mejor no venga más. Porque me pone nerviosa y no se sabe cómo puede reaccionar con su rival. La mujer cuando es celosa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta. O es que usted no ha comprendido que es lo que no se respeta y que para un desafío hay que ser mujer completa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa por cuidar de mi marido. Soy capaz de cualquier cosa, de enfrentar un río crecido o a una tigra mariposa.
Oh my goodness. What? I have to know how old she is. Let's see. 17. Oh my goodness. And this was 10 months ago. I don't know if she was 16 or 17 at the time, but I have so many thoughts. We're going back. It does have the option for subtitles. I'm going to turn them on, but I reserve the right to turn them off because I know sometimes they can be a distraction or they're not very accurate. So we'll see how this goes. I won't play the full intro, but I do love the mix of this like traditional instrumental sound with the electric bass. I think that's a really cool choice. And incredible musicians. I mean, it's just stunning. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I should have backed it up more, I think. I loved watching her the few moments like we saw her in the shot because her movement was so graceful. It had this, I don't know, this elegance, but it was still fun. It still had, this youthful essence because she is young, but she brought so much maturity to this song. So it was just really beautiful to see that.
Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se...
Sorry. I'm just gonna turn those off and I'll look up the translation on my end because I imagine they put in the Spanish, and sometimes with these subtitles the English translation isn't that great. So here we go. Sorry, let me back it up. I love the growl. I love that so much. And it is consistent with every repetition. Like, we're not getting... I feel like sometimes when you're creating any sort of vocal effect, it's easy for the sound to morph the more you have to do it. It's consistent every time she does it. And it's so beautiful. It doesn't overwhelm the tone or the sound. It's just this really gorgeous effect that's creating this incredible intensity at the beginning of these phrases.
No se meta con lo mío, mío, mío. Con lo mío no se meta, o es que usted no ha comprendido que lo que no se respeta y que para un desafío hay que ser mujer completa.
The way that interjection almost, it's just, the language is doing, she's allowing the language to take precedent, and I love that, because otherwise we should all just be singing oh and ah, you know? Like, what's the point of having lyrics? What's the point of having meaning to a song if you're not going to let that dictate your performance? And this is just stunning to watch.
Con lo mío, mío, mío. Con lo mío soy celosa. Con lo mío, mío, mío. Con lo mío soy celosa por cuidar de mi marido. Soy capaz de cualquier cosa, de enfrentar un río crecido. A una tigra mariposa.
Now, that's an interesting sound, and so I'm curious how, we've got time left in this performance. I'm curious to see how that vocal tone develops. Let me play it again. Obviously, we're getting beautiful vibrato on that tone. But it's a very wide vibrato, which is giving that essence of maturity again. Like, we tend to hear that from older voices, and so it's a really cool choice to allow that to happen when you're 16 or 17.
Se lo digo por las buenas, aquí a mi casa no se viene a coquetear, mejor se va y evitamos un problema, ¿verdad vecina? Mejor no venga más, porque me pone nerviosa y no sé.
The other really cool thing, whenever we get these vowels sounds, they are so wide and so bright compared to everything else. And I would imagine when you have this much text and so many consonants, it's great to have a bit of containment. We're obviously hearing a lot of beautiful chest voice at this point, but whenever she opens up to those sounds, it shifts her tone completely. And it still matches everything else that we're hearing, but she's not afraid to just let them ring out, as opposed to trying to blend them really seamlessly with the entire melodic line. Like, no, they just punch, and it's so fun to hear.
Mejor se va y evitamos un problema, ¿verdad vecina? Mejor no venga más, porque me pone nerviosa y no se sabe cómo puede reaccionar con su rival, la mujer cuando es celosa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta, con lo mío, 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 con lo mío no se meta, o es que usted no ha comprendido que es lo que no se respeta y que para un desafío hay que ser mujer completa. Con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa, con lo mío, 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 con lo mío soy celosa por cuidar de mi marido. Soy capaz de cualquier cosa, de enfrentar un río crecido o a una tigra mariposa. Tengo un guayabo zarandeadito y es como un clavo que no me quito. Tengo un guayabo zarandeadito y es como un clavo que no me quito. Este guayabo que va encerrado como caballo a la sangre, siquiera no lo puedo olvidar. Este guayabo que va encerrado como caballo a la sangre, siquiera no lo puedo olvidar. Este guayabo va colgando.
Sorry, I gotta hear a little bit of that again. Those higher notes, what a gorgeous mix. It is very chest dominant, but you can hear that slight thinning, a little bit more nasality. It's just such a gorgeous tone, but it is so powerful and so present.
Este guayabo que va encerrado como caballo a la sangre, siquiera no lo puedo olvidar. Este guayabo va colgando de un hilito mi corazoncito, busco refugio en otro amorcito. Mi gabancita sigue tu empeño, esto parece parece un guayabo eterno, más que un infierno, esto es un capricho, y como vivo de su recuerdo, el dolor es sabrosito.
Oh, that was gorgeous. I didn't mention this previously. Her breath control, her phrasing is, oh, so nice. Again, when you have so many words and consonants, like most consonants release air when you're producing that sound. I mean, yeah, there are some that aren't quite as, not as much air on some consonants, but it still takes energy from that singing tone. And the way she controlled her breath and just stayed so grounded throughout that was beautiful to see. This last tone was so pretty.
Sabrosito.
Like, that is just it's such a beautiful, I'm calling it a mix. Yes, we're in like a chest range, but you can hear that head voice. You can hear that lighter, airier quality, and it's so, I don't know, it's just so innocent and so pure. And that in contrast with everything else we've heard so far, gorgeous.
El dolor es sabrosito. Va colgando de un hilito mi corazoncito busca refugio en otro amorcito. Mi camoncito sigue tu empeño, esto parece un guayabo eterno, más que un infierno, esto es un capricho, y como vivo de su recuerdo, el dolor es sabrosito.
These transitions are so gorgeous as well. That held ah sound, I love how she kept that straight tone for so long and then incorporated a smidge of vibrato and then released that. It's such a pretty, oh golly, this is so well done. I'm loving so much about it. And that E sound, I know she didn't hang out on there for too long, but it had so much beautiful ping, and you can see the position of her tongue. It's nice and high, and she's not overly spreading. E, yes, there's gonna be some width in our embouchure, but oh, gorgeous.
Te podrán besar otros labios, te podrán tocar tu cuerpo, más aunque quieran no pueden, mi amor, tocarte por dentro, porque tu alma con la mía mantienen un juramento y eso no podrá borrarlo ningún tipo de sentimiento. Por eso aunque te estés lejos, cerquita de mí te siento, y si sufres vida mía siento un puyazo en el pecho, pero cuando estás feliz también me siento contento. Que lo que compartimos no lo anulará ni el tiempo.
Okay. The thing I love about the fact that she's using her phone right now for lyrics, this is such a good lesson for all musicians. I feel like as soon as you get sheet music or lyrics or a lead sheet, anything in front of you, oftentimes singers just lose all emotion and intention, and she doesn't do that. Yes, she's very focused, and obviously I would argue she probably knows the words but just didn't feel maybe 100% memorized. So there's nothing wrong with using the lyrics, but she's keeping the intensity, she's keeping the intention and the motivation, and just not phoning it in, you know? And I think that's so beautiful. I won't back it all the way. Oh, I lied, because I like what she did there when she really allowed that hum to happen on that end sound.
Porque tu alma con la mía mantienen un juramento y eso no podrá borrarlo ningún tipo de sentimiento. Por eso aunque te estés lejos, cerquita de mí te siento, y si sufres vida mía siento un puyazo en el pecho, pero cuando estás feliz también me siento contento. Es que lo que compartimos no lo anulará ni el tiempo. A mi Dios le doy las gracias por el día de nuestro encuentro. Él te puso en mi camino en el preciso momento cuando más necesitaba orientación y afecto de un querer como tú con tanto conocimiento.
There was also a slight shift in the tone of her voice here. And so I feel like it was just a smidge lighter and a little bit brighter, a little more forward. And that tracks. I mean, that makes sense because when you know a song like the back of your hand, it's so much easier to play. And so again, I still think she already knew the words and she just wanted the lyrics to be safe for this 12-minute performance, but you can hear just the slightest bit of kind of backing off. Still very musical, still very intentional, but vocally, I feel like it was just a nice, I don't know. Honestly, it might have been a nice break for her to relax and not have to carry that full intensity in the performance, but it gave us the opportunity to hear something that was a little bit more laid back and a little bit casual, and I love that. Last phrase. It's almost, obviously she was still in time, but it felt like she sort of allowed for a little bit of fluctuation in her timing, again, to deliver the text in a certain way. I love this language.
No por el que esté creyendo, estoy pasada de moda. Aquí hay Emily cuando echa de broma. Ni me pone ni me quita.
break. Oh my gosh, these musicians are so brilliant. So much skill. I love their timing. Obviously, they are just locked in with each other, and it is so incredible to watch. And the way she plays off of that, I think is really beautiful. She's not, tuning out when she's not singing. She's still so engaged but allowing them, she's engaged, but she's not distracting them. So allowing them to do their thing as opposed to trying to engage with them. It's just, I love so much of this. Okay, we're in the home stretch. Woo, here we go. Oh, sorry, let me back that up. Oh wait, I think it looks like, okay, this last one is like one whole song. I'm sorry. Her phrasing, I have to talk about it again. There is so much happening in this arrangement and in the instruments. And while obviously she has to sing very fast because of how much text there is, she is just so calm and collected, and her phrasing just feels so grand and majestic. Cuando monto a caballo me da mayor simpatía. En las tardes de coleo lo luzco con alegría. Y junto a mi liqui liqui me da mayor jerarquía. Sombrero que mi sombrero es mi mejor compañía. Él conoce mis secretos y todas mis picardías. Al saludarme lo quito como mi padre lo hacía. Lo uso porque me gusta, no crean que es una manía. Sombrero mío, mi sombrero, parte de la vida mía. How she tapered that. And you also saw, I don't know if she was running out of breath, but sometimes you'll see singers kind of collapse forward to get more air, and sometimes you'll see singers collapse backward. She did lean back. I don't know if that was just to make sure she could sustain the phrase or if it was just a stylistic thing, but that was a little sidebar. Whenever I watch people at the ends of phrases, if it sounds like they're running out of air, everyone's got their own sort of habit to squeeze that last bit out, and that might have been what just happened. Sombrero mío, mi sombrero, parte de la vida mía. That's such a beautiful, beautiful image. You can see sort of that raised cheek position, that biting of the apple. Her jaw is not hyperextending forward, and her tongue is just poofy and pillowy as it should be, really relaxed. Like everything is just so beautifully positioned. It's gorgeous. Let me get the beginning of that.
ronco en la mañana. Me abre el entendimiento cuando voy a las parrandas, me da mayor versación. Si el llanero me acorrala, tengo de todo tipo, borsalino, pelo en guama, el sombrero hecho de paja y el de cogollo de palma. Un sombrero viejito de salir a la sabana, con barbiquejo del rejo, el cuero de una orejana. Cuando me pega la sed, me sirve para beber agua. En estos días me salvó de que un toro me matara, porque me sirvió de manta para esquivar la cornada. Sombrero mío, mi sombrero, parte de mi alma.
Oh, that was awesome. I don't have much more to say. I'm just so impressed with everything. The performance as a whole, the skill of all the musicians and Emily, the transitions, the musicality. I mean, everything was just so good and spot on and locked in. It just was so polished. Man, that was good. I'm gonna leave it at that. Obviously, I have lots of research to do. I have lots of listening to do. We didn't hear a huge range in terms of pitch, but we heard a ton of range in everything else in her delivery, with texture and press and phrasing and articulation, delivery. There's just so much happening. And yes, the few, higher notes or those lower, softer sounds, like, absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know. This is a great example of, like, you don't have to show everything you can do to give an astounding performance. And I loved it. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for this recommendation and for watching with me. And hopefully I will see you next time.